Hey guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Today I was just taking the opportunity to show you one of our products, which is functional hood vent louvers for 1985 through 1990 IROC-Zs. However, you still had that hood in 91 and 92. On the Z28 you could remove your blisters and have the same setup I'm about to show you today. So let's get started. First of all, what are louvers? These are louvers. This is a part that we make that replaces your factory plastic IROC-Z louvers, and it's very simple. What it does is it makes them functional. So you see that you can actually see through here. You will vent much more heat out of it. A lot of people have some water concerns. Don't drive it in the water. I have no idea what you have underneath your hood. Could be an open air filter element, could be a lot of different things. These are open to vent, so it's your choice as to what you're doing with it. We are going to develop a block-off plate so that you can replace this piece with just a flat piece of metal. We'll probably include the factory holes so that you can snap back in the plastic louvers and stuff. But for today, I'm just showing you extremely functional IROC-Z hood louvers. So this is what you get. This is our metal that we've water jet cut, powder coated it for you. This is your traditional functional louver. You've seen a few different places. Track Spec has some. There is IROC Motorsports has some. This is very simply our version of the same thing they did. We took all the factory style louvers, put them into a program so we could cut them out of metal, fold them down, and you would have functional louvers. So of course, you get a pair. That's what these look like. So a pair of louvers matches your functional, becomes functional, matches your factory louvers, goes right in the indent. You get both of those. And we also send you some templates so that basically you can take these, you can put these on your metal hood, you pop this stuff out, and then you trim basically what you're cutting out of here, you trim the rest so that you can drop those in, screw them right in. If you want to, we actually recommend and include just some rivets. Drill your holes, pop your rivets in, never worry about it again. This is what we pretty much do when we're racing. So all of this stuff is getting made out of CMJ Racing, CMJ Technologies in Sun Valley. So they do a lot of fabrication work for trophy trucks and things that run in the desert and don't want to be hot. So all of our louvers get fabricated there. All of those cars, we rivet those on. If you want to swap it out for sheet metal screws, you can. It's not gonna make that big of a difference. And that is literally all there is to this product. So you're getting a couple of templates, which I'll show you on my hood how to use. And getting already powder coated black. I'm doing a horrible video this morning. You're already powder coated black, functional louvers. There's just really not much to say about these. They're not plastics, so you don't have to worry about the heat from your hood warping them. They are metal, they're aluminum, so you don't have to worry about them corroding. We send them actually already powder coated in like a semi-gloss, slightly satin black to match kind of what the factory did on the factory louvers. These will actually fit anything that you want to cut a hole into though. So you can put these on a flat hood from a 1982 to 2002 Camaro. I say 2002 because I'll show you on my car. I'm actually using hood blisters and a set of our slightly different, a new design that we made, functional louvers like these, but it's a gradient design. I'll show you that in a bit. But again, these are primarily just to fit in the holes, a little indent in an 85 to 92 Z28 or IROC-Z hood. However, you can literally just use that same template that we give you, cut a hole in any flat hood, and put these on there to make them functional. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna flip the camera around. I'm gonna show you how to lay the template in there. I'm gonna show you what these look like laid on my hood. It's really dirty and ugly, so don't judge me. And then I'm gonna cut over and I'm gonna show you a set of our special gradient louvers that are the same shape, same idea here that I'm using on my 98 Z28. So let's flip it around. And here we go. So this is what I'm gonna show you in a little bit. This is our functional louvers that I'm using on my 98 Z28 with a set of hood blisters. But for now, I've got these ready to put on for you. Those are our functional louvers, and they are going, if I can get this to lock. Now you can see them, and they are going, the louvers are going right here. So this is a 85 to 92 IROC-Z / D28 hood. I've already removed the factory louvers. I've already removed the blisters. I've had different things on here. That's what you're left with, and it's really simple. All you do now is you grab your templates, you throw them in there. Doesn't matter a whole lot which side, flip them, it's the same thing. Now that you have your templates in there, you can take this center part out or just score mark your line, and that's going to give you the inside perimeter that you want to cut out, and it's going to leave you with this outside perimeter, this little bit here, that you're actually going to screw the louvers into. So I'll just leave those sitting there for visual reference. And because I am not cutting this hood today, unfortunately, to show you guys, that's literally all there is to it. Okay, so you're just going to cut the center of this out of the hood and then rivet those guys back in. Easy peasy. We've got this guard under here, so you might have some clearance problems. If you do, we make the other set of louvers for clearance issues. I'll show you those in a moment, but that is pretty much it. So this is the car that these will actually be going on, but it could not get more simple than that. We give you the template you need so that you can cut your hole, and then you just rivet these guys in. Okay, so let's take you over to the other car. Okay, back to the other car. This is my prototype car that I've been playing around with. However, you can see here that these louvers are a little bit different. These louvers start off thick at the bottom and then they get thinner as they go up to the top. The reason for that is you can adjust the top so it'll still be open, but you don't end up with a lot of clearance issues underneath. We do not need the center bar that you see on the other one. We do that just because other people do that and people ask for it. It's absolutely unnecessary once you have riveted or screwed these guys all the way in, because it's just structurally strong enough. Take you around the back side a little bit. The hole is not cut out from this hood yet, so you can still see hood underneath, but it does give you a better example of how the top part here is smaller, and then the openings get bigger and bigger and bigger. And what that allows you to do is keep some of these closed if you needed to, open them up more if you needed to. When you get to places like here where you might have a little more clearance issues with higher intakes or air filters or anything else, they're smaller, but also because you do not have the bar there, you can fold these up wherever you need to and then keep the rest open, so you can get as much heat or as little heat out as you would like. On this one in particular, I simply used a set of hood blisters off of, you know, that car over there, and not the Prius, the Camaro, and literally just cut the inside of it out so I could stick those guys on there. And I want to show you underneath the bottom side of your stock hood is actually very similar shapes and openings to a third gen. So you kind of, once you move this part of your heat shield, you kind of already have the louver set up here that was originally on that car, because this did come first and this hood structure for whatever reason got copied over. I say whatever reason, we know what reason. GM's kind of cheap and lazy. So, but that's it. You know, I'm going to cut out this hole, that hole, and that hole. This poor hood just kind of got the crap end of the deal as I screwed a bunch of holes in, figured out where things go to line it up and prototype on it. But all said and done, it's pretty easy. I ran a piece of tape down my center line here, ended up being 3 pieces of electrical tape wide so that I could match here what went over there, and screwed it on. So the next thing to do is cut these. But as I was saying, you know, we make all these right here in Sun Valley at CMJ. This is one that I had him water jet that into so I could talk about his beautiful company as well. It's owned by Jamil Saeed. And you get the idea. These are kind of like a, you know, more modern version of the same louvers. Like I said, we go from big to small just for an aesthetic, but also because you can adjust them to fit your needs. And that's pretty much it. I guess I'll show you the bottom side of this hood as well, just for comparison, while we have it here. Get these guys out of the way. And here we go. So that's what your top looks like. And then this is what it looks like underneath. All of your flat hoods have the exact same shape under here as well. So your flat hoods are pretty much ready to be IROCs. And then as I showed you over there, it's a very similar shape and center structure. So all these Camaros are just begging to be IROCs. They're just waiting on you guys. Get some louvers, get creative, and let's get some more IROCs on the road. All right, guys, so I'll flip this camera around. I will close this video out and stop staring at my own insane creations. Like, yeah, this is gonna go well or horribly, who knows, but this is my version of a 4th generation Camaro IROC-Z little track pack. Take a Z28, some functional hood louvers, functional splitter, functional wheel covers, functional side splitters, functional rear spoiler, and you got a track ready Z. All right, let's close it out. All right, guys, I'm back. So that's it. That's all there really is to this video. As you can see, I'm using one on this car. Once again, with the product of our OEM style functional louvers, you're gonna get 2 templates that you simply put on your hood so you know what to cut. And then once you cut, you're simply gonna get 2 sets of louvers so you can put them on and be the cool kid in town. They have this bar. We weld this bar in. So again, if you have any clearance issues, you wanna buy our non-OEM style gradient louvers. If you want the look and get rid of a little heat, then you want our functional OEM style gradient louvers. Other than that, comes with some rivets, and this customer's getting an IROC-Z lanyard as well. They have a white car. When I designed these, I designed them like the door stripe. So these lanyards are made to look kind of like the side of the car. And there's my hat. And I think that's it, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video. I can't think of much else to tell you about this product, so please drop a comment, ask any questions you have. Because to me, this is a pretty straightforward product, but it might not be to you. So if you have any questions or comments or concerns, just let me know. And if you have anything cool that you want to stick this on, please let me know. Maybe I'll give you a discount just so we can see these louvers on a bunch of different things. I'll even pull up some of the trophy trucks that we put these on and add them to the video for you. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. And again, if you have any questions, just let me know. Oh, actually, one more thing. I did think of something else to tell you. So with our OEM style louvers, we send you that template. We do not send you the template to cut with our gradient style. The reason for that is our OEM style louvers come to you the way I showed you, already bent with that bar welded in. The reason you don't need the template for these is simple. These come to you flat metal, ready for you to bend however you want to. And because they're flat metal, you simply lay them on there and then sketch mark your little lines because they're already kind of, you know, water jetted open. Worst case scenario, if you have it, like these come raw, so if you're going to paint them, you literally just throw them on your hood, spray paint satin black around it. When you pull it off, you see all the lines that you need to cut. So again, this one is more for the do-it-yourself guy looking for something cool. The OEM style is out of the box, ready to go to make it easy for you. This comes with a template because you can't just lay this one down and mark it, but with our gradient style, because they come flat and you can lay them down and just mark them, those do not come with the template. So it's the only thing I could think of. Other than that, if you have any more questions, let me know. I'm going to throw up some cool pictures, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.